3, 4. I get to cut out all of that. We just did like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
of talking.
That's okay. It was like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But
It was kind of shit anyway.
yeah.
It was an intro kind of thing.
So,
but this is our 95th episode. Nobody knows who we are anymore. So let's talk about us before we get in our topics.
hi, I'm Stacy. I'm a registered nurse.
And I'm Johnny. I'm a retired Army guy. I did 20 years and then got look out.
Okay. So that's who we are.
We've known each other for a very long time, since high school. I think, yeah, sophomore year, I think, mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
Yeah. And then we went our own ways after,
Yeah.
well, when we kind of hung out. Well, how we got to know each other is you ended up dating one of my friends.
Yes, and I met your whole friend group.
I had a friend group.
Yes.
And then I always thought you were hot. And then one time when I was working the dishwashing area of a very respectable pizza place in Oklahoma City called Mazio's, this young lady joined me in the back and talked to me while I was scraping dirty, nasty fucking deep dish pans and
I did.
what else. And I thought that was really cool. And then, yeah, so I was kind of crushed on you. And then I kind of went our own ways. I joined the Army.
Mm-hmm. We both got married.
Yep.
Both had kids, kids.
Yep. And then fucking goddamn Zuckerberg, man.
Mm-hmm. Started talking over Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've been together ever since. And that was a long time ago.
I was a recruiter in the Army, and there was a whole thing in between. And yeah.
So we've
Tune
been together.
in. We'll talk more about it.
14 years now.
Yeah. So if you want marital advice,
we've known each other, let's see. Oh, God. We've known each other for 30 years.
Holy shit. It's more than half my life. Because I'm not even anywhere near 60. I look like a young 42. You look like a young 27.
Shut up.
So what? Want to
30 years.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
30. Dirty 30. Ooh, we gotta do some fucked up shit this year. I don't know.
Okay.
Not fucked up in that sense, but you know, like,
Okay. I don't know where you're going with that. I'm not sure.
Neither am I. No Bonnie and Clyde stuff. Or maybe some Bonnie and Clyde.
No.
Well, if the world goes to shit, we can do some Bonnie and Clyde stuff.
That's true.
I need to get more. That reminds me.
Okay, can we not?
I gotta put in my notes. I need more shotgun shells.
Oh, okay. Well, you're like going all over the place. So can we rein it back in? Where are we going today?
What do you want to talk about? As far as, is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Where are we going today? What are we doing?
We're going to talk about topics.
Yes, sir. What kind? What are we talking about? Can you start talking, please?
I've been talking.
About
and you've been telling me to not
sense.
talk, so I don't understand what you want from me right now. Okay, we'll get to our first topic. Is
Let's
that
go
what
in
you
a
want?
direction, yes.
Okay.
That's what I wanted.
Well, we were going in many directions.
That's the problem.
I was just trying to see which one you would gonna like play with me with. Not in, like, you know what I'm saying. Okay, first topic. New research shows that some fish eggs remain alive even after being swallowed by mallards, a breed of ducks. These eggs then come out as the duck's poop grows and hatch when they find water again.
Yeah.
This explains how some fishes emerge in ponds and pools without a hint. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Okay, well, so
why would you end
I've
the fucking sentence like that? It's
I've known
stupid.
this for a very long time. Like, because people would build, I grew up in Kansas, so people would have ponds built on their property because it was all country and not stock it with fish, and then suddenly they'd have fish.
It's fucking gross, though.
So, why is it gross?
Because they're born of shit. They're shit fish.
What do you think happens when human babies are born? Shit happens then, too.
Yeah, but they don't come out the butthole.
No, but...
I know, they poop on the table. Everyone knows that.
But actually,
when you hear them swiping away, it's so gross.
Birds don't have... I've never seen it from that perspective. Anyways.
You weren't listening.
Birds don't have a butthole. They have one hole. It's a cloaca. They don't have pee and poop. It's together.
Yeah, that's why when it hits your windshield, it's a mixture of like seeds and like white creamy,
Right,
like white
because
out.
they don't carry any liquid in their body. That's how they can fly. That's how they stay light. So
Damn.
everything is very condensed.
So is that why we can't fly, because we're like 70% water
I mean, that's part of the reason.
and we don't have feathers?
Or wings, or...
I bet if we might be able to adapt like the dinosaurs did and became fucking birds.
Okay.
If you believe that.
Anyways, going back to fish in ponds
Yep.
ponds that were never stocked, yeah, that happens all the time.
It's so
That's
gross, though.
I don't understand. Okay, anyways. Yeah. So
okay,
cool.
does it only happen with that breed of duck? I mean,
No, it could happen with
like
any
when
bird.
we ingest fish eggs like caviar, we destroy it, right?
Yes, our
Because
stomach acid. Yes, I'm sure that happens
what
with
I've
all
heard?
kinds of different birds.
I've heard that like digestion is actually extremely painful, but because our body is adapted, like we just ignore it the way, like we can actually see our nose, but our mind, our eyes just
So there are some
refuses to
days
see
where
it.
I can see it, and it annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Well, if you're paying attention, don't do that. You're
right.
gonna end up
I know.
fucking like.
But no, I think digestion. I mean, if you eat certain things, you can still feel it, and it's incredibly painful.
Yeah, that's called indigestion. But I'm saying like just the normal process of whenever you eat anything, just digestion alone is extremely painful. But because the human species, I guess, developed over time, that like we have to learn to ignore this, so the brain cuts it off, and you don't feel it.
The brain cuts off a lot of things, so
Yeah,
you don't feel
so
or
like when you
notice.
pass out from pain,
Or
you block out
memories,
bad memories
yeah.
of when you got diddled in the doohickey.
Okay, wow.
I mean, what else would you block out?
Lots of things, but we don't need
Like-
to make a joke out of it.
I wasn't making a joke. It's
Really?
like some people talk about it like that. So you got to be sensitive. You
That
can't-
was not sensitive.
What do you want me to say? Finger raped? I mean, that is a lot worse. Right?
So ducks
Is it? It's a lot worse.
and birds
I think I said it more
put
sensitive
fish
the
in
first time.
ponds.
Yes, they do.
Yes, that's
With their butts.
outstanding.
With their one coacal butthole.
A what?
Coacal? Is that
No.
what you called it?
Cloaca.
Cloaca? I was close. I forgot the L. We'll move on to our next subject.
Okay.
This is something that I wish I was good at. If you want someone to like you, ask them to do you a favor. It might sound backward, but studies show that if you do someone a favor, you like them more and want to help them again. It's called the Ben Franklin effect. So people from Pennsylvania and Philadelphia should know this. According to
wait.
legend,
Okay.
Franklin asked an enemy if he could borrow a book. He thanked them profusely. They became lifelong friends. Motherfucker. Ben Franklin also banged a lot of chicks in Europe.
Okay, so, oh, wow.
The guard dog.
Okay, so,
Go see what's going on, girl. Kill whoever's in there that you don't know. AIDS.
so if I like someone, I should ask them to do me a favor. Is that what that says?
And if they agree to do you a favor, then I think that solidifies that they like you. Yeah.
Okay.
Ask
so,
them to do you a favor, but studies show that if you do someone a favor, you like them more and want to help them again.
Okay. So,
So that person, that's a way of finding out if that person likes
I
you.
understand that to an extent if someone's a people pleaser. Like, I'm a people pleaser.
Okay.
Then yeah, that makes sense. They're going to like you more because they feel needed. So they're like, oh yes, okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, what do you need?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
That, I'm a people
They're-
pleaser.
yeah,
So
they're
yeah,
willing to help
that
someone out.
makes sense. Now if someone's not, if you can tell the type of people they are, that's not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, if you already know the person and they've kind of like burnt you before and like, hey man, can you do me a favor? And you're like,
Right.
why do I have red receipts on? And they saw me. I was just going to try and ignore that shit. But no, that like, yeah, I totally get that. Like, if you know someone's going to burn you, but, you know, again, also maybe if you're a people pleaser and you're on the other side, like I'm going to...
me asking someone else for a favor?
Yeah.
that means, I'm probably going to like them more if they actually do it because it's rare that I actually ask people to do things. Like usually, I have a very bad habit of saying, "Let's go do something," and then I end up doing it myself. Or, like, I like to work in groups or pairs.
Okay.
So, but also if I feel resistance, I'll just do it myself.
Resistance how?
Meaning, like I can tell they don't want to do it, or there's resistance in their willingness.
What if the resistance is they want to do it a different way?
No, that's not a problem. How do you want to do it? Just let's work together.
Doggy style.
Oh, Lord.
It took me a minute. You set me up a fucking long time ago, but
Sorry, I was not thinking like that.
I was.
No,
I'm a man.
if I can feel resistance in that they're not willing, then I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
Like, and then I probably will never ask them again.
I think we should start asking people. But what about the people that like just want to ask people for favors because they don't want to do shit?
Because they're lazy? Yeah, that's a
lazy.
problem too. Then I won't.
I don't like those people.
No, I won't help them. No. But I don't ask
But
someone.
those kind of people are smart, though, because they don't always ask the same person. They always come around.
Well,
they
no,
come
that's
back
not-
around
Yeah,
you.
but you can see
They're
them
coming back
asking
around again.
everyone
Like
else.
rage.
You can see them asking everyone else. So, no, I don't.
Yeah. Some people, but yeah.
And I will never ask somebody to do something that I won't do.
That makes you a good leader.
So,
We had a...
yeah. I don't know.
Ben Franklin's also known for money and whoring around and other shit, too.
Isn't he also the lightning?
Yeah, the key and the fucking kite and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was all around fucking fat ass fucking genius.
Right. Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's what we were taught, anyways.
Yeah, big brain got him laid a lot.
Oh, okay. There's books about that?
Yeah, like he's like like really big into like going. He had like women in Europe. He would go out there and.
But wasn't he one of the like founding father people?
Oh yeah.
So why was he getting his women from Europe? Why not sticking at home?
Because we.
Oh, there weren't as
fuck
many
Europe
here.
and everything. Yeah, and he was doing it literally. I don't know, but good for him. We're founded upon. I think that's what they call it, religious freedom. It's pretty much just people wanted to fuck. Is what it was. Without the church.
Without being judged.
Yeah, without the church being like, hey
you can't do that.
or you can only do it this way. No, we're like,
oh yeah, you're
nah, dude, you should try it this
forgot.
way. It
You're
feels a
Catholic.
hell of a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm.
You're Catholic.
Yeah, I've got a way into heaven if Catholic ends up being the right religion. If any of them are right at all,
No.
but yeah, I guess you can call it that. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Anyway,
I didn't grow
what
up
was I
like that,
saying?
so I don't know. This went totally off. Ben Franklin. If you want somebody to like you, ask him to do you a favor.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then fuck their European mistress.
Okay.
Yeah, and then go fly a kite.
All right.
Good for you, Ben Franklin. Fucking awesome.
Oh, this is all over the place.
Let's stay around in Europe and talk
Oh.
about a UK
Hi,
trial.
Dylan.
Dylan!
Even more
We're
all
recording. Yeah.
Well, come on in.
How are you?
We got
Good.
microphone stands now. Look, dude.
Awesome.
Right?
Now we're free to like do this stuff with our hands.
So this is Dylan. Used
There
to
he
be
is.
our producer.
Mhm.
Still answers technical questions
From time to time.
sometimes.
He's taught me all the editing I need to know. And now
Oh,
I'm
hi.
flapping my own wings.
He's saying hi. Are you leaving?
No.
Okay, wait.
Are you getting the lawnmower?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right out. Okay,
Okay.
cool. All right.
So
He's
Dylan
coming.
said hi.
Yeah, he's coming to grab the lawnmower.
He's the
'cause
oldest of our children.
I had to change the battery
Oh yeah,
in
I
the
know.
lawnmower this
know.
morning. I was at O'Reilly
I know.
first thing, bright and
I-
early.
I paid for it.
Yeah, you did. You did. Paid for these too. Thank you very much. I interacted at O'Reilly, and I
Not
think I did
awkwardly?
well. I don't think it was awkward. He asked me for my phone number, so not like that. As soon as I said that, I was like, to put in the system to see if there's any
Yes.
kind of discounts or whatever. And then he was like, "Are you military?" And I was like, "I was retired." And I guess it wasn't in the system already, so he's like, "Well, let's go ahead and get you in there." And I hadn't even pulled out my ID yet. So I went ahead and pulled out my ID. I was like, just in case, you were wondering, I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, no problem. Got to get you something, for your time. And I was like, I got disability.
Oh God.
What? That was good, right? That was. They gave
yeah.
me disability.
Yeah, you got something for your time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a little progressive.
Hey. What? Was it
yeah, a
really?
little
That
bit.
was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good
It was
joke.
somewhere between dad joke and progressive.
That was off the tippy top of my head. First thing in the morning, like I'm on 2 cups of coffee and like a bowl of weed.
Yeah. That was a little awkward.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
And then I had to go to 2 more stores.
Corny, but yeah. It's
I
all right.
thought about it the entire fucking way home.
So if you are thinking about it after you leave, then it was probably progressive.
Everything though, when that happens, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, did I say that right? Every time I have an
Because
interaction.
you're very awkward.
See, and you keep on telling me that, and I think that's building a insecurity for me. That now every time I have an interaction outside,
Maybe
this house with you not with me, I have to
You don't
roll it over
always
in my
have
head.
to say something extra.
I don't. It's just sometimes I
You-
just respond.
He said, "Got to get you something for your time." He's talking about the discount. You could have said, "Thanks, man." That's it. You didn't have to.
Yeah, but
you
it
didn't
was
have
much cooler to say.
That's
It's funnier to say that I got a disability from
Yeah.
it, or I got disability, not a disability.
no. You got multiple.
That's how it adds up.
Okay.
So I mean, damn, I thought I did good.
Oh,
Excuse me.
yeah. You're a little. So
Dude, it's
okay.
the pollen. It's
no,
getting
I
bad.
wasn't. Whoa!
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh, I thought you were attacking my cough.
No. Okay. Anyways, let's continue.
No, I want you to go on with what you were about to say.
Awkward.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's the way you were raised. Maybe it's just your brain.
Have I always been awkward?
No.
Like you've known me.
No. Mm-mm. No.
For 30 years now.
No.
Like
you
we were talking
used to
about.
be shy. And then you were just friendly. No, you were just friendly and it was fine. But it's like since you retired and you started staying home, it's like you've forgotten how to interact with the public. Like this is the most public that you do. So
Well, I go to the store. almost
rarely.
every day.
Okay, you go to like the same 3 specific stores at certain times of the day because there's not very many
'Cause-
people there.
Yeah, because I hate
You
lines.
literally do not interact with the public.
Because they're stupid.
Okay.
The majority of them.
I'm not
And no offense against the general public, but
I'm not going into all that. All I'm saying is you have lost your ability to communicate publicly, appropriately.
Were you saying those separately or in the same sentence?
All together.
Okay.
All together.
Okay. But I'm not I'm saying outlandish shit. Like,
No, you're just awkward and weird.
I'm gonna
Like,
be fun when I get dementia, though, huh?
oh God.
I'm like this right now. But I'm not like walking around in whitey tighties and a hoodie,
No, I know. I'm saying your words. Like you always feel the need to add something
farting
random
in the frozen
and,
food section or something.
No, I'm saying you always feel the need to like add words in there when there doesn't need to be words. And the words you pick are usually just awkward and weird, like a Progressive commercial. Like
I think
the
I
silly
happen to
old
like
man that has to talk about his dog or something. Like it's
I
just
have great dogs.
yeah, I know, but it's just weird. Like just you don't have to speak all the time.
What am I going to talk to people about?
You don't have to.
I can tell them about that time in Korea when I got swamp
You
ass
don't
after an
have
ambush.
to.
in
That's what I'm
fucking
saying. You don't have
Leadership
to
school.
say things like when he said, "Got to get you something for your time."
Yeah.
Thanks, man. That's it. That's all you had to say. You
But I
didn't
felt
have
like
to make
I
an
thought we were
awkward-
having an interaction, like we were talking. Like I was like, I got this. I can have a good talk. I thought I could. I thought I had it. Okay, I thought I had it.
I'm glad you thought you did. That one wasn't as bad as some of the others. That one was more corny dad joke, but
At least it was with another dude, not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
making some like
Yeah. No, it's very awkward when it's a female.
not awkward. Like no, it's not.
Well, it is when I'm around. Maybe it's better when I'm not around, but
I don't. I had an interaction the other day at Class 6. One of the female cashiers, she's been...
is she one of the regulars?
Yeah, yeah. And she's been pointing out that I buy these giant White Claws. And she's, for like the third time, she's like, Mark, she's like, you really like these, huh? And the first thing that... Okay, and I hold back. Because the first thing that came to mind was, I wanted to say, I was like, well, thank you for pointing out my alcoholism.
I mean,
when you recognize a customer...
when somebody's done that like 3 times.
Yeah, I understand that, but then...
Maybe she's a little awkward too, because that didn't need to be said.
Yeah.
But okay. Anyways.
But I held that back. I didn't say it.
So what did you say?
She was talking to me. She's like, you really like these? Like, yeah, I mean, I guess for bang for your buck, if you're counting calories, this is the way to go. They're 16 ounces. They're 170 calories. They're 5% alcohol. And, that's what I said.
Okay.
And left it at that.
And what did she say?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So she wasn't really interested in talking, but she felt like she had to say something.
This is like the third time that she had acknowledged my alcoholism for these particular drinks.
I know.
Because I've gone in there before. Remember when they're doing the construction?
I know.
But they don't know.
Okay, you're not letting me finish.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
Don't do that.
Okay. I was going to give you a calf rub.
No. So I know, like, that she said it, and she said it 3 times.
Yeah.
So, again,
I think 3 times. I may be exaggerating.
So either she's a little awkward, or she just felt the need to say something, too, but wasn't really wanting to converse. She just felt like she had to say something to be the friendly cashier.
Yeah. No, because...
Or maybe she is pointing out that you're an alcoholic.
But, see, I would expect that from the other one, the one that the kids...
Oh, no, I wouldn't from her, because...
She's, because I don't even have to pull my ID out.
No, I know. She's been there for a long time, and she knows us anyways, and she recognizes us because you go in there every day.
She almost wants to say hi to me whenever I walk in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I never
and
tried.
If she
I'm
were,
like, oh, we can't do that.
I don't know. I mean, I've worked as a cashier at a liquor store, and I always said hi to the people. That's just...
Yeah.
But I
don't mind. I
have
care.
a very friendly personality.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just easy for me to communicate with random people. And it's not so easy for you.
I think I'm pretty good at it. I think I'm fun at it. Anyway, is this getting lower?
I don't know, honey. But I know that we've been talking about a lot of random shit for a long time, so it's probably time to wrap this up.
Is it?
It is.
No. Let's talk about one more thing before we go.
Okay. One more thing.
One more thing. Well, look, we only got through 2 of our topics.
Okay. Well, that's because we went way off subject. So let's... What you got?
Talk about the fucking goddamn British. A UK trial of a 4-day work week with 61 companies found that 54 adopted it permanently. Employees maintained productivity while working fewer hours, with some firms seeing revenue grow by 36%. Workers also reported better health, less burnout, and weight loss.
100%.
100%.
100% agree with that. I
had some... Okay, now... I did a lot of time in the Army. I was a logistical guy, so it wasn't a whole lot of field shit. But I found that we worked more efficiently, especially as a soldier, if you knew what you had to get done before you could go home that day.
Yes.
Watch how quickly that shit gets done.
Yes.
Now, supervise it afterwards, make sure it gets done right. That way everyone learns.
Right.
And watch how quickly that shit gets done. Like, look, we knock out this, and this.
You can go.
Yeah, we can go to fuck home. Come 11:30, you're having that talk with your guys. Like, hey, you guys want to fucking just work through this and get the fuck home early?
Yeah.
Or you want to go take lunch? And then depending on what the jobs are, you're going to decide. But, yeah, I think that would work way better. If you work certain hours, people bullshit in between. They know if I have to be here for that amount of time, no matter what.
I'm just going to waste an hour or two because it's only going to take me an hour to do that.
Yeah.
So I think mine's dropping too.
Is it?
I think so.
I gotta tighten these things up.
But anyways, so no,
Got these fucking
I
speakers.
100% agree with that. Like, I would much rather work a 4-day work week than a 5-day work week.
Yeah. Yeah. And if it meant
And it's
working
not
harder for a shorter
necessarily
amount of
fewer
time.
hours. Like, I did 4 10s, and now I'm on 5 8s. And I would much rather do the 4 10s.
Right.
Those 3-day weekends are golden. Like, 2-day weekends are just not it. Like, you don't get enough time.
No, because by the time you're like rested up, you're already
It's like
Sunday.
almost,
You're already thinking about Monday.
Right.
Like, fuck all this bullshit I gotta
Yeah.
do. Man. So Sunday sucks,
right,
especially when there's no football on.
right.
Yeah. But now we got March Madness, and
Well, that's you. I'm not really into it.
pay attention because if in between shows I do a March Madness bracket thing, and so far we are one of the only 212 perfect brackets left.
Yours is still perfect?
No, I'm bullshitting.
Okay, that's what I
just,
thought.
I figured I could say it now.
Oh, yeah.
If they're only our friends are paying attention, and they know I'm lying.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And the better health and the weight loss, absolutely.
Right?
Because you have more time to do what you want, and you can be more active outside doing things. You're not stuck at a desk or stuck inside doing it's stress. Less stress. Less stress, better health.
And this can definitely be done. I think fucking California tried some of this shit in Silicon Valley, when everyone
Yes.
was like doing the bouncy, but then it just got a little bit too far.
Oh,
awkward.
I wish I was smart.
Well,
with
there was like
computers.
sleeping pods and
Yes,
shit.
and they
it was-
still do that in other countries.
Yeah, I understand that.
And in
but
Latin American countries, there's still a
they take
siesta.
siesta.
Right. Where you go
I
home
know
for
that
2
word.
hours, go back, finish up, and go home.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. I'm still down with the, like, give me what I need to fucking do, and
And
then
then
watch me get it done,
right?
and then I can go home.
Yes.
Fuck all that, like, I don't need all that extra shit at work.
Right.
You
Like
know,
the
I don't
issues
need a
I'm running
fucking,
into-
I don't need a reason to stay there and want to play ping pong on my break or some bullshit, okay? I want to go to fucking work, I want to do my fucking job, and I want to get the fuck home.
Right.
So
The
tell me what I
issues
need to do.
I'm running into right now with my new position is that I go in at a certain time, but like the things I'm responsible for don't happen until 4 or 5 o'clock. So it doesn't matter if I go in early, I don't get to leave early. Like the stuff, it's just, I don't like waiting around in the morning to go to work, but it doesn't matter because I still have to stay. That bothers me. Like,
Yeah.
I want my shit to happen in the morning.
That's
so that I
usually
can
when
be
I take
done.
my shits.
No. Anyways. All right.
All right. I love you, babe. Thanks
love
for
you
doing
too.
this again.
Yep.
Tune in next week or tomorrow. We're coming back with more sports stuff. In your fucking face. You can say fuck now at the end. Fuck.